Welcome back, everybody. So even though Donald Trump said he pulled out of the Paris Agreement because of its negative effects on U.S. businesses, major corporations and even energy companies have spoken out strongly against his decision. BNN's Jameson Berkow, as he is now known here as JB, break this down for me, JB, because he keeps saying, Trump that is, that this is a bad deal for America. And yet, if you have the Apples and the Exxon Mobils, petroleum company, saying, why'd you do that, bud? I mean, how can he, what leg does he have to stand on?
Well, it's really just about consistency for American companies and for all companies around the world, Mel, is the ability to say this was the policy in place that we had built our whole business model around, and now we don't really know what sort of policy we're going to be able to follow and count on. So the motivation, I think, is going to be parsed over the next weeks and months. A lot of it has to do with the amount of money that the previous administration under Barack Obama had committed to helping impoverished nations catch up, essentially, to the Western world in terms of clean technology and emissions reductions. What we're going to be doing on BNN all day is talking to Canadian executives. We'll actually have a former energy executive, Gwen Morgan, who used to run Encana in particular, to see whether or not he has any issue with staying in the Paris Agreement, because we have heard from, as you point out, the Exxon Mobils of the world to say that this is actually a good deal for them because it actually allows for so much flexibility. That's part of the, I think, the confusion here is that the Trump administration had a fair bit of latitude for, you know, the money that I mentioned that they wanted to, that the previous administration wanted to commit to impoverished nations. If they wanted to lower that amount, if they wanted to lower their greenhouse gas emissions reductions efforts, or, you know, increase them depending on your perspective, that they had the ability to do that. They had that flexibility within the agreement. So it's one of the many questions that's been raised in the wake of the new president's decision about why he would choose to take this particular course of action.
I know I, for one, will be tuning into you and the rest of your team at BNN as we try to break this down. Like,
10 a.m. Eastern time, we'll be talking to several energy executives.
Okay, I love it, and so many angles to the story. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
It's quick, but you gave it to us straight. Thank you so much, JB. All right, you can, of course, follow how this whole story develops today on BNN all day long. We'll be right back here on Your Morning in just 2 minutes.